So we're pretty frozen up right now. We had a storm come through the other day and it dropped like 2 inches of snow and then like an inch of ice, and then it rained on top of all that, and then we got more snow. So as you can see, things are pretty frozen solid right now. So my parents are coming into town for the weekend. I'm not gonna snow blow the driveway. There's really not enough to do that whole thing, but I am gonna clear some paths around the house. So we'll do that with the Kubota. We're gonna get that done first because Emma's going down for a nap, and Callie likes to bark at the tractor if I'm running it. So we're gonna do that first so Emma can sleep. Then we'll go out and we'll do the rest of the chores for the day. See if she starts. That didn't go quite as well as I would have liked. So basically the problem that we ran into was that there is a thick layer of ice. Snow, then ice, then more snow. And the snowblower is not heavy enough to get through the ice. It's kind of just skimming up on top of it. Yeah, not super happy, but it happens. So I think it's time to give everyone an update about Stumpy. If you don't know who I'm talking about when I say Stumpy, he was a rooster we had who suffered some frostbite and actually had his foot fall off. We'll put a link to the video up here in the corner. But we've gotten some comments about an update for him. People have asked, and I figured it was time for that update. And I wish I could say it was better. A couple days after we filmed that last video, Jackie came outside at night and found Stumpy in the snow on his side outside the coop, and she actually thought he was dead. So she went over to him and picked him up, and he sprang to life in her hands. He didn't really exhibit any signs of being sick or hurt or anything. So so she just took him and she tucked him back in the coop, and that was it for the night. The next day, we came out to the coop, and as it turns out, he was it was rainy that day, and we found Stumpy laying on his side in a puddle soaking wet. He was kind of lethargic, he was cold, and we ended up bringing him inside and giving him a bath and kind of giving him a thorough once over. And as it turned out, he had a lot of feces caked up on him. He wasn't really taking care of himself. He was getting around. He could get around. His stump wasn't bothering him, and it didn't show any signs of infection, but it didn't look great for him. So we ended up making the decision to cull Stumpy. It wasn't easy. He was probably the closest to a pet that we've had with chickens. We're really good about keeping our chickens separate from pets. You know, they live here, they have a purpose, and we always kind of went by the mantra, no freeloaders. If you're not giving something back, you don't get to live here, and you end up as food. But he was one that we just we happened upon. He came with our meat chickens, and he was the only one that ever really would let us pick him up. So So we just decided when it came time to process the meat birds that we were going to leave him around, and it was kind of a bummer that it didn't work out, but the quality of life that he would have had, always being sick, it seemed like he was always scared. He never let himself be part of the flock. Even when the other chickens stopped giving him a hard time, he would still bury himself in the corner or in a nesting box and not even be outside with the rest of them. He would always hang out in the coop. So unfortunately, I wish I had a better update for you. He is in a better place now, so to say. He's up in that coop in the sky. So yeah. So you guys may have noticed that we haven't put out a video in, I think, about 2 weeks. Really, that just comes down to that during the month of February, especially early February, there's just not a lot to do on the homestead. I know Morgan over at Goldshaw Farm, he put a video up on a similar topic. He mentioned he was also taking time off to finish writing a book that he was working on. The truth is, we kind of just found ourselves in that same situation. Aside from the daily chores of feeding and watering the chickens and feeding the dogs and snow removal as it comes, there's really not too much going on. We've thought about doing more frequent videos, but in all honesty, they're just going to be a lot of videos like you're watching now. And then we thought about doing all the standard, what seeds are we going to plant this year, and what projects we have coming up on the homestead. And we did that one back around the new year, projects for the new year. And honestly, those have already changed, some of them. And you know, the what seeds are we going to plant on the homestead, that's kind of fun to listen to, but we don't even know yet what we're going to plant on the homestead this year. Really, the only thing we know we're planting is a blight resistant variety of tomatoes. The pigs are in the freezer. The chickens are doing chicken things. And there's lots of snow. New videos coming out in the spring. We're probably going to start our seedlings late February, early March. So probably another couple weeks we'll start seedlings. And we'll start putting out some more regular content. This summer, we're going to try to stick to a Sunday and Thursday upload schedule. We're going to see how it goes. Jackie and I both work full-time jobs. I'm on the road a lot for work. But we're going to try to do some filming on weekends and see if we can get 2 videos out a week for you. And we'll go from there and see how things work. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Bye.